Don't go away, because Nigel Benn in the golden shorts has a habit of ending things very quickly. Won 5 out of 5, only had 9 rounds. The last 2 opponents have lasted 2 minutes. And Leon Morris, I don't think he made 10 seconds. And I'm sure he is not going to beat the count. He is out, and it is good night, Leon. And look at the state he's in. Well, Nigel Benn was up against a former 400-metre runner there, and he went out like Linford Christie out of the blocks, Nigel Benn there. And if anyone can outdo what Lloyd Honeyghan did, he's done it here at the Albert Hall. After 25 seconds. Hung around for a little while for this fight to start, but he wasted absolutely no time in finishing it. Brief flurry of early action, a little left, and that was it all over. Jim Watt, we must get one comment from you.
Well, Morris certainly came to fight. He was having a go, but we've seen Ben's power before. Bang on the chin, followed up as he went over, another one on the chin. No way was he ever getting up again.
What a bonus for the crowd here in Wisbech to see, for my money, the most exciting prospect in British boxing at the moment. Nigel Benn in the golden trunks, and that is one punch, and Ian Chandler is down. He's very close to us, and he will not get up from that. I hardly had time to get the sentence out. Chandler, it has to be said, has never been knocked down in his career before. It has to be said as well, he's campaigned more often as a light middleweight and a welterweight. And it also has to be said that Nigel Benn round, for my money, it was the first punch of the fight from Benn, bang on the button, and you've got to say he punches hard and he punches accurately, and poor Ian Chandler was down and was never going to get up from that.
And I broke all the records.
You tell me what you're gonna do tomorrow.
I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna jab to the head, then I'm gonna throw 8 to the body, and then I'm gonna move after I hit and punch the body.
What are you gonna do when you get inside?
I'm gonna open up like a son of a bitch. How you doing, Coach? Right on the chin. I'm going home and relax some because I don't want my head to swell any more than it is. Okay.
He had won 7 in a row by knockout, and now Grimsley with the first punch, and that looks like it is it. Why is the referee counting? You don't have to count on that. This fight is over. The referee counted him out. James Thunder, no. Heavyweight power rules. Crawford Grimsley came in tonight's fight trying to prove something. Prove that he was a big man. He could take a punch. He was going to prove that he could deliver a punch. When you go in, I don't care who you are in this heavyweight division, they can all punch. The ring light. Very concerned, James Thunder. Yeah, he's still, look, he's still punching, still trying to fight. Crawford Grimsley is confused. He's not quite sure what he's supposed to be doing. He's got his hands up. He thinks the fight is still going on. Here's what happened. Boom, no, right on the side of the head, the very first punch. You land the first punch in a fight. Don't go out there and mess around. Correct. Dragging the jab back. Look how relaxed Grimsley is all the way down to the camp.
Middleweight championship. Jay Bell in the white trunks, he's the challenger, and the trunk gold is the champion Joe McClellan. Bell, a former defensive captain for the Howard High football team in Chattanooga, 150-pound linebacker, off the field an honor student. And look at this!
A big left hook to the body, right in the solar plexus.
plexus, it appeared to me. Jay Bell is sprawled out on the canvas.
He cannot move. That's a shot right to the solar plexus that stops you. You either crack the rib or he cannot move.
That's got to be a record. Unbelievable.
29 seconds into the first round, he's counted out at that rate.
He's still down.
19 seconds.
And he's still down. And he's still down. Remember, those are kind of shots that take your leg out, that take your guts out. You can't get up if you want to get up. I mean, that's nothing but a terrifically placed shot.
I believe the previous record was Julian Jackson over Ishmael McGrone, 50 seconds into the first round for a middleweight championship fight. And this should be a new world record as Gerald McClellan puts Jay Bell on the canvas. We'll get the official word momentarily, just seconds.
Of his corner.
The right hand we were worried about.
The fight's all over. The fight is all over. His legs have gone. The referee could just call this. Nazo, I wonder if he'll back off and just let him recover. Because this fight should be stopped. That young fella's legs are completely gone. If this fight is not finished in the first round, it's because Naz doesn't want to. Yep, it's all over. All over.
The most clinical finish seen in the British ring for some time. And Prince Nazim Hamed retains his WBO featherweight title.
Well, we didn't learn anything new, but we were reminded of the chilling power that Naz has with one single punch. That's all it took. All that training, all that road work, all that preparation for one punch. And the night's work is over.
A few boos around because people feel they got shortchanged.
Yeah, well, people were expecting. I'd hoped for a little bit longer than there was promised. We were promised 5 minutes and we got like about 30 seconds. I haven't heard the official time yet. But I think people get a little bit disappointed. We really have to see a competitive match. Even if it's a short match, we don't mind, but it has to be.
There's the first knockdown. The very first punch of the fight.
It's possible that Naz didn't really intend finishing the fight with one punch. Maybe even surprised himself there. Maybe that was just a punch he threw. He stepped in with the punch. It was a wide hook. Maybe Naz at the time didn't really realise it was a knockout punch he was throwing. I think he would have liked to put his show on a little bit longer. But see, and he goes, supreme confidence. Just looking, out it comes, wide punch, bang, perfectly on the chin. And it's all over. The referee could really have stopped it then, because when Lawal got up, he had nothing to offer. His legs were gone. I wondered if maybe Naz would back off and allow him to recover. He decided not to. One more punch, doing exactly as he pleases.
You could see the head rock backwards. It was some punch.
Yeah, tremendous punching and tremendous power. And once again, we're amazed at where Naz finds this power, where the power comes from. But the fans are obviously going to feel cheated.
Two extraordinary punches, and there's the second. The head goes right back, and that uppercut really sorted him out. So Naz.
Jorge Luis Vada did in his bout with Terry Norris. Now Frank's idea is stay away, jab, don't give too much ground, and hope to fight him later in the fight. Good right hand, right out of the box, down goes Frank. Right there.
First punch of the night. You know, when a fighter takes a fight on only 7 days' notice, you think he might come out and take his shot early because conditioning will be a factor later. Here, he doesn't take a shot, he looks, he waits, hesitates, and bang, he's caught.
And he is hurt too. It's over. Well, he didn't give the right answer. It's that simple. I'd have probably gone for the state instead of the city there.
Steve Frank almost looked frozen when he came out. He came out real slow and just looking, dropped a hand and walked right into a nice right hand, crisp, sharp right hand by the champion Hopkins, and that was it. He could never really recover.
It's not just the fight in boxing, it's also the atmosphere. Steve Franks had never been exposed to this kind of atmosphere before. When he got in the ring, Frank got clocked with that right hand over the top, and down he went. Bernard Hopkins says, my style is changing. I'm still a boxer puncher, but I do not throw unnecessary punches. And I think you can certainly say that about his performance tonight. He sets up this right hand, and boom, right on the money. And Steve Frank was out when he hit the canvas.
Perfect execution, too, as you said. Set it up with a jab. Wasn't a big...
And he is now trying to collect as much experience to be as ready as he can be once he makes it to the top and gets a shot. And it may be quicker than we imagine. Seconds into the fight, and it is stopped by Marty Jenkins. You have seen one of the quickest knockouts in pro boxing history. Jeremy Williams, although in the top 10, feels he has been passed over, not in the night of the young heavyweights. On Friday night, said he has to come up with something big, going up against the journeyman, and it is a stormy few seconds for Arthur Weathers. Cold front came in, and in a hurry.
You know how he got his nickname right here. One punch.
Which may have been low.
Down to the body, up to the head, and correct. The big left hook even knocked Jeremy Williams off balance. Punch on the inside, leaning over, correct. Crunching blow right to the point of the chin. Arthur Weathers down to the canvas.
Looks bone dry, Steve. He's in the red. We should mention the guy in the electro. Oh, gee, almost. It wasn't a double knockdown. It was a knockdown as Bundridge went down and Powell slipped.
And it's ruled no knockdown.
Wow. Oh, a massive left hand by Powell, and Bundridge is out of it. He is out of it. One of the most astounding. It looked like the Zab Judah fight.
Unbelievable.
That was.
He was the neck. He went down 3 times in 20 seconds.
I've never seen anything like it.
At the final press conference. First punch, what?
Counter right hand.
That's a double knockdown. They both jumped up so fast. Flaherty did not rule a knockdown for either guy, maybe because he wasn't sure who to rule. And then one shot and it's over. That's a combination. Zab Judah against Kostya Tszyu and Trevor Berbick against Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Watch it, straight left. Boom. Right through the gloves.
From beginning to end.
Bundridge never down as a pro until this fight.
And here we look again, yeah. No battle plan, no tactics. It's just hit and hit more.
And you know what? Bundridge landed a right hand that was every bit as good as the punch that Powell landed to knock him down. Powell went down clearly. The referee did not rule a knockdown. I don't know why. It's all elementary because Bundridge never recovered from that first knockdown.
I'll tell you, that is the play of the weekend, and we've only started the weekend. It's Friday night. I'd like to see anybody beat that in any sport, what we just saw here on Showbox.